And welcome everybody to the 2025 Bling Bling World
Bling
Championship.
bling.
World Bling Bling Championship for phones. The Formula One World Championship Formula
One.
2025.
Yeah.
Round 15. Round 15 from Zandvoort. 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 Zandvoort.
Mm.
Zandvoort. I like that pronunciation. Yeah, Zandvoort. Yeah, me and my partner, we've been to Zandvoort. And that's my famous Dutch accent. And of course, I want to welcome, as always, the fantastic Fabio.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. I heard a thing there, but and then also we've got our very intelligent expert who is not
Mm.
an expert from Scotland. Hey, Scotland, hey there, hey, uh,
Hey,
hey,
hey!
Lucky, how you doing, Lucky?
I'm excellent, thank you. Good to see you both as always.
Yeah, have you enjoyed the
Yeah.
Formula One break?
Um, well, as much as you can enjoy the break from Formula One, yeah, I have indeed. But
Yeah,
it's nice to be back. Seen some
yes,
cars go around the track.
it certainly is, and also guessing. We don't have to guess because it's written in the background, isn't it? This on this particular picture, but there it is. The background, Fabio's background's always entertaining to know what they're going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
What?
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I see you managed to get the Portaloo in the background there.
Is it a Portaloo?
Yeah,
I don't think so. What the
yeah,
fuck
right
is it?
behind your head.
Yeah,
You mean
it's side
you
of the
mean
white thing.
There,
this
yeah,
one?
there,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, there.
no, it's not a Portaloo.
Yeah, I think that's a Portaloo.
No, it's a black thingy, but it's not. Oh, yeah, it's behind. Yeah, cool. Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. Now see, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, nothing gets past me, Fabio. You know that.
Yes,
Welcome also,
especially shit, but yeah.
especially Chit. You know
Calm
that.
down. Oh.
We absolutely know that. So, firstly, here we go. Tilting, thank you very much, Tilting, for being here. Much appreciated, of course. Hello, Elle. Thank you so much. Big shout out. And Big Bad Mama. Oh, I don't know why they're disappearing on me. Big Bad Mama, thank you very much for coming by. Really appreciate that. Please remember to like, subscribe, and take all your clothes off while watching this podcast.
Have you got your
Okay.
clothes off already, Samus?
Of course I do. Of course I have.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm absolutely freezing because I decided to do this in the front garden. But hey, rules are rules. Rules are rules.
Rules.
So basically, yeah, we've had a little break. Obviously, this is the first Formula One show in 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks, and I was very excited to get back there. And then I looked at the calendar and realised we were at Zandvoort, whatever it's called, Zandvoort. I'm just going to say the Dutch Grand Prix. Normally, you think of when you're going Dutch. Normally, you think, oh, this is going to be 50-50, and that's right. It was a 50-50 race. Not that interesting, but there was lots of happenings. Lots of bad driving. So if Zandvoort is good, if Holland's good for anything, I reckon. My personal theory is they all got fucking stoned before they started. That was it. And of course, Jos Verstappen wasn't actually at the race. He was in Amsterdam with some hookers. So very exciting. Very exciting for everybody. And there you go. Okay, guys, anything you want to say as an intro?
No, I mean, I thought it was a. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, I saw the track and said, but then it turned out to be a really nice race. I mean, the track is kind of shit. Is short, and and they made turn 3 wrong because the apex is flat. They should have curved that one too. So there's only one line. But I mean, it was fun to watch. So yeah.
Okay. I didn't actually fall asleep. I tried several times,
Oh,
but I didn't actually fall asleep. Lucky. Any thoughts on the circuit before we start?
On the circuit itself, well, as we were saying before the show started, it's a circuit that I bet that all the drivers love. It's just a shit circuit for spectators, and it's a shit circuit for overtaking.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. You can't argue with that.
Spectacle, a Formula One spectacle. It's a bit processional as a spectacle.
Yes, yes. Yeah, indeed. It's narrow. It's short. Yeah. I was going to make an analogy, but I think I better not. Just bearing in mind what the English government do on YouTube these days, or social medias. Okay, so let's just get on with it, I guess. 7 minutes in, and we haven't really spoken about the thingy yet. So here we go. Oh my word, this is going to be tough. All right, so downfall in the dunes. It was windy, race coming from a different direction. They had a stupid-looking cup or prize for first place. We'll get to that, I'm sure. Although I don't have the picture, so Fabio, I only need you to share that at some point. It was Norris McLaren dominated the proceedings over the weekend, and he was fastest in all 3 practices until it came to Q3. And as usual, for some reason, he just doesn't quite bring out the very best lap, which he needs to, because Piastri is. And in fact, Piastri did. He was it 12 thousandths of a second faster, something like that.
12. Yeah, 12.
And I reckon that's because he got a distant toe down the straight at the end, because that was his fastest sector. And he just managed to pip thing. And of course, just to say, this is the 5th race in a row, not to give the game away, but I'm giving the game away because it was a boring race for me. Pole position has won 5 races from 5 years we've been here. So it's pretty much, that's what the race hangs on statistically, and we weren't to be disappointed. They say Piastri first, Norris second, and then Max Verstappen third, and Hadjar fourth. That shall become important later. Yeah, so anyway, into the first corner where, for some reason, I'm just going to check something because my playback speed seems to be weird. Yeah, anyway. No, this is weird. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, anyway, into the first corner, Norris getting blocked off by Piastri, going down the inside. Norris trying to defend from Max Verstappen, going around the fast line on the outside of the corner. And in fact, Verstappen threw it round into the second corner and managed to get the second place. So well done to him. And when I say threw it around the second corner, I mean absolutely threw it up, nearly drove off track. Anyway, everybody came through unscathed. Fantastic. Norris, as I say, in second place. Norris in third place by this time. And everybody was thinking, oh, well, I don't know whether everybody was thinking, but I was thinking, oh, well, I guess Norris is going for a one stop again, just like last race now. And he'll get held up for ages behind Verstappen. That didn't happen, actually, because just several laps later, he was back to third place. Oh, by the way, let me just say, if you're looking for a hotel, Marriott's hotels. If you're looking for a hotel, they partner with Mercedes, so they must be good. As I say, Verstappen throwing it around the outside. He almost managed to get around the outside of turn 1, to be honest. But there we go. As I say, he threw it into 2, nearly threw it off the road, but didn't. And, of course, Norris not following up quick enough. in a way, a blessing because they would have had a crash if he'd been right behind Piastri. Anyway, there you go. Lap 9, Norris finally diving down the outside into turn 1, the best overtaking spot on the circuit, probably the only one, really. Well, I said not quite the only one, but you've got to be bloody brave. And of course, managing to get into second place. Usually, Max could have kind of well, he couldn't have driven him off the track, but he could have. Well, he could have. Max could always drive people off the track. Lap 23, Leclerc in for a pit stop. A fine pit stop as well. 2 seconds. Incredible speed, Ferrari. Unfortunately, later in the 23rd lap, Lewis Hamilton off in turn 3. Basically, can't remember the reason why now, actually.
There was a bit of rain, and he went high on turn 3.
Thank
and
you.
he spun on the painted part of the
on the outside.
yeah.
Well, I might say a rookie error, but there we go.
Yeah, it was kind of stupid.
Let me just say this quickly. Well, we're supposed to be seeing some video to go with this. If I could afford to show you the video tilting, I would, but I can't. All my money goes on a joke writer for the show, so
yeah.
that's where the money goes. Gio says, I've heard that F1 was going to change its name to F1 3.25. Is this true? 3/4. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure I get the joke, but he says don't answer that question. Okay. Thank you for allowing me that. I don't. Anyway, Norris soon caught up with the red flag at 20, with the yellow flag at 23. Norris obviously caught up to the back of thing. Then the next big action was Sainz and Liam coming together. Sainz should have backed out. It was his fault, it turns out. At the time, it didn't look that way, but Sainz getting a puncture and Liam getting away with it. Sainz got a 10-second penalty to be served later. Leclerc, and this was the best move of the thing, Leclerc and Russell coming together in a somewhat dodgy way, to say the least. Excuse me. I can take over. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've been suffering a bit lately.
It's okay.
Anyway, a fantastic battle between Leclerc and Russell. Leclerc getting the better of that by the end of turn 1. Having some contacts, I think Russell's car was quite badly compromised, losing several points of downforce on the skirt. But there's no room at this track. There's just no room. What else are you going to do except try and make a forceful move and hope that the other guy does it? I think Leclerc was off the track completely, but I don't think any action was taken from that, although it wouldn't have made any difference anyway. Go ahead.
Luckily, yeah.
Yeah, luckily. But like I said, it would have made no difference. Lap 52, then 53. The second stop happens. Leclerc was in on lap 53. Antonelli was in as well. And this put Leclerc and Russell, was it? Yep. No, Leclerc and Antonelli on the same place on the track. And they also decided to have a fantastic battle with Antonelli going down the inside into turn 3, which was an impossible move, rookie error, and he is a rookie, and taking Leclerc out completely. And that was the end of the day for the Ferrari team. I love the way that Leclerc tried to do a Villeneuve and drive back onto the track again after the crash with 3 wheels. I was like, "Oh, Fabio's going to be loving this."
Oh yeah.
Go on. But then,
I mean,
he realized
you already started with Russell. It looked like Dijon all over again. You're like Villeneuve and Arnoux. So yeah, come on, do it.
Yeah, he was definitely channeling his inner Jacques Villeneuve.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that was that.
Gilles.
Yes, sorry, Gilles Villeneuve. What am I saying? Yeah. I was thinking. I had the picture of Gilles, but I saw Jack there. Jack was on form this weekend as well. He was one of the commentators on Sky,
Oh, nice.
and he was on form, dishing it out left, right, and centre. So love the guy. Anyway, Lawson whinging continually on his radio. Something not quite right about his car. Then when they started again, lap 57, of course, Piastri got away easily ahead. Verstappen, of course, on medium tyres at this time against the two McLarens on hard tyres, giving Norris a hard time again. Norris drove very well up until the point, of course, where his engine, lap 63, his engine decided to expire. Ollie Behrman also had a bit of a moment, overtaking, I think it was Gasly, down into turn 1. Again, not much overtaking at the circuit. And then lap 65 was the lap that it all went wrong for Norris. His engines decided to expire, and within a few corners, he was pulling over to the side. Very unfortunate. There was that allowed Verstappen to pass him and complain about how big the oil line was on the track. So a bit of whinging there from the Dutchman when he's not winning. And there we go. So simply not lovely, I think was his words. And this allowed lap 72, of course, 72 lap race. This allowed Piastri to come through and take the win easily, extending the World Championship to 34 points. So 34 points. And that means with only 25 per race, it pretty much means we're looking for a DNF from Piastri to get the title fight back on the road again. A fantastic mention for Hajar. Isaac Hajar got third place. So a fantastic race for him, his first frame. And if you've got a picture, you can just stick up there, Fabio. It was simply lovely for Hajar, the young lad. This is his first podium in Formula One. It's his rookie year, so that's an incredible achievement. Some of the people that have done similar things, really, I would say, Vettel managed to come second, I think it was, in the Monza Grand Prix all those years ago when he was racing in the B team.
Did he not win? I thought you won.
Did he win? Did he? I can't remember. I couldn't
he won
remember.
Monza in a Toro Rosso, yeah.
Toro Rosso, that was it, yeah. This was Hajar looking excited with his win, and I don't know why they keep making them in porcelain, and breaking the trophy. So we'll hear. There's plenty of news. I've started a new podcast series called Trophy Watch, and this is so basically we're going to look at a picture of him actually breaking it on that. If you want to subscribe to my patrons, you can do that, and that's a patrons only video, although I don't actually have patrons, so don't do that. Anyway, there's Hajar looking amazing, and his team taking the piss straight away. And I also love this one because he's got a Red Bull can in his hand, just to show that he's doing due diligence to his team. But there we go. So another broken trophy, and Norris nowhere to be seen. Amazing. Okay, that's pretty much it. As I say, the 309 points for Piastri, 275. So that's 34 points the difference. That's a race and a bit, and it will mean that Norris has to win the next 7 races or something like that in order to give himself a good chance to win in the last 3 races, basically. 6 races behind now. 7 times 6 is 42. Yeah, so he's 6 races behind, and that's pretty much a killer blow it was this weekend. And you could tell by the way the McLaren team in the pits reacted that they all knew it was a crushing blow for the young lad from I don't know where he's from, Norfolk, I guess. No, that's Russell.
England land, somewhere
in England land, southern England, if I can tell by his accent. Crushing blow for the lad. And of course, he actually was absolutely gutted by this. Low hung Norris, Dutch Nightmare. That was him sitting by the road, just contemplating life, thinking, fucking Zandvoort's a shit circuit. So,
GP2 engine. GP2 engine.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't think he was thinking that. But he was thinking, I wish I'd taken that Red Bull contract now. Anyway, there we go. Over to you, Fabio. How did you find the race? Was there anything I missed? And could you please tell me what I got wrong for once?
No, I mean the race was fun to watch, despite the track and what we might have thinking at the beginning. It was a fantastic Leclerc, I think, with the material that he had, made a really good race. I mean, there was some good driving. I mean, Ajar, we talked about it. We'll probably talk it later with Lucky. Berman was another fantastic driver. I mean, he started last, and I think he got 6, 7, stuff like that. I mean, so yeah, I mean, fantastic race by Berman. Finally, we saw a 19-year-old, behaving like a 19-year-old, trying to pass in an impossible place. He almost got it away. I'm talking about Antonelli and Leclerc. He almost got it away. The problem is that, in the middle of the corner, because he went low, he just oversteered, and and the car just launched himself towards the unfortunate Leclerc. And I mean, regarding the accident, I think Antonelli had to do that because Leclerc just changed tires. Antonelli tried an undercut, but the thing was that Leclerc was on used soft tires while Antonelli was on new soft tires, so he had an advantage and he had to try. Good for him, he went bad, but yeah, I mean, can't really blame the guy. Another fantastic pass. I mean, there were some really good passes. The first lap with Verstappen, as you mentioned, he almost lost it, and he just kept Norris at bay. And I mean the amazing pass by Leclerc on Russell. I mean, I think that Russell should wake up a little bit. I mean, I know that it wasn't expected because nobody tried to make that a pass over there. But I mean, I think he was sleeping a little bit. He should have, easily closed the door on the clerk. He didn't, and yeah, we saw a fantastic pass. So yeah, good for us. I mean, other than that, I don't know. I mean, Piastri is now baby face. He might have a baby face, but he's a proper killer. He made everything, and the weekend Norris was always ahead, and then in qualifying, bang, 1/12 of a second, ahead. All the laps, he was ahead all the laps. He made the fastest lap, and he won the race. He won quali. So I mean, he had all the 4 things he could do. He did. So I mean, the guy was really a killer in Zandvoort, and he also said at the end of the race that even if he has 34 points, he won't be sleeping on those points. I mean, he wants to win races. So yeah, and Norris is gonna have a really tough hill to climb if he wants to reach the guy right now.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. And now over to you, Lucky. Lucky, did you watch the race?
Indeed, I did.
Did you stay awake during the whole race?
Pretty much, yes.
Good. Okay, well, that's more than me. Speaking of Fabio, I don't think he's going to make the end of the show.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
There
yeah.
Go ahead,
So-
Lucky.
So, what do we want to start off with? I'm going to guess it's going to have to be our man because he did really well this weekend. Steeplejack Hajar, he got 3rd place, his first podium in Grand Prix racing. Now, you may think that, oh well, he was well up in the qualifying, and he is a track that it's hard to overtake on. He drove a really intelligent race. The worst thing you can do when you were in Hadjar's position is start defending. Now, Hadjar didn't defend. He kept his line all through that race. Never once did he move off the racing line, and that's why he got third place. Because that's what you have to do at tracks like Zandvoort. If you start defending, you'll lose it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he didn't defend, and he did really well. And as a result, he's now 37 points in the Drivers' Championship, compared with Lawson, his teammate, who's only got 20, and his cousin, teammate, Tsunoda, has only got 12. Now, this is telling at the Red Bull stable. They've got the guy who at the start of the year, Helmut Marko said was a crybaby, in the top position behind Verstappen. So when are they going to get Tsunoda out and Hadjar in? Because he seems to be able to control a race car better than Tsunoda is. Let's give him a chance in the Red Bulls. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Now, driver of the day.
That would be an issue. It's because, if he goes to Red Bull, then it's Marco. And, I don't know if, yeah.
I think,
Anyway.
I hope that Marco is biting his tongue at the moment, because, I mean, he's, despite the criticism he had of the poor guy at the start of the year after
He's
the...
not. He's not biting his tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's still. They're still saying, obviously, Honda paid them 30 million or something to put Tsunoda into the car till the end of the year. So I don't think that's going to change. 30 million is a lot of money. Also, although next year they're saying that they'll put Hadjar in,
Yeah.
but I believe Hadjar has said that he's not sure he's ready yet. In other words, he's going, no, I will have a look at how good your car is, and then if your car's good enough, then I'll join.
Well, he's got to take into account the fact that being Verstappen's teammate is the kiss of death in Formula One at the moment, isn't it? I mean, who survives as a teammate?
Sorry, can I just stop you? I have to read this before he goes. Woodson, a long time no see. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please remember to like the stream, of course. Just want to say, miss you so much. Much love, brother. Same to you, my friend. And I hope to see you out there on the battlefield soon. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I don't know. What was I saying there?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who the hell knows? Anyway.
Who knows? I think we were talking about Isaac Hadjar.
Well, I mean, when have Red Bull ever been shy about dropping a driver?
Yeah, never. And that's the problem. Yeah, that is the issue I was raising. If he goes racing for Red Bull, he might end up, being burned. And talking about Marco, I'm willing to bet money that what he's saying now was something on the line like, see, I was right in saying that he's a crybaby at the beginning of the season because I pushed him, and now he's doing better. Yeah.
But also, I just want to say as well, this is the first driver that they've had which potentially could say no to the switch. Yes. None of the other drivers have had the balls or the talent to say no. If they say no, what are Red Bull going to do? Say, oh well, okay, well in that case we're going to sack you from from the second team, right? From whatever they're called. What are they called? Oh, Raging Bulls. No, Racing Bulls.
Racing Bulls, yeah.
Racing Bulls. I mean, you know what, they're going to sack him from that? No, I don't think so, because that's just giving them to the competition. So they can't do anything. They're actually hamstrung by having a good driver in their second team, which can turn around and say, nah, the car's not good enough, clearly. If you've had like 5 drivers in a row that can't get anywhere near Verstappen, then something's wrong. And they've admitted, like this is since Laurent Marquez has taken over the team, they've admitted that they've not been giving the second driver the same upgrades that they've been giving to Verstappen.
Right.
And like, you know, I don't know about you. Like I've been saying this for like I don't know, a year and a half now, that the second driver that isn't being given the same chances, and they've been like putting upgrades on Verstappen's car. But it turns out that not have they just not been, you know, putting the upgrades on Verstappen's car. They've deliberately not been upgrading the second car. Now, go figure, right? So even when they could afford it, they've still not been putting upgrades on his car, on the second car. So, of course, the second driver hasn't had a chance. Perez has let it leak a little bit, although without saying it directly. He was never given an equal car to Verstappen. And bearing in mind, I'll just say this last thing, bearing in mind that, you know, they had a car to dominate for those 4 years with Verstappen. I guess they never wanted to be in the position of Mercedes or McLaren of having two drivers that can go at each other. And that kind of is understandable when you think of Christian Horner, because the last time he was in that position, they had Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel, and they did come into contact quite often. And they, again, because deliberately the second car was being disadvantaged. So yeah, I think there's some team history there. And I wouldn't be surprised if Hadger says, well, I don't want to be the second driver, because clearly that's not good for my career. So there we go. And also, just quickly then, Lyrics, thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember to like the stream, and please remember to like the stream. Thank you very much for coming by. It's really good to see you. There. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry, Lucky.
It seems to be the death of more than one driver's Formula One career being teammate to Verstappen. So it's a difficult position for him to be in.
Yeah.
But a nice position for him to be in, I would think.
Well, as I say, I think he's got the balls to say no.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Although, I don't know, for next year's car, I mean, everything could be different. So, but I still don't think, you know, as long as they've got Verstappen in the car. I mean, was it like 6 years ago, something like that, Fabio, guys? That Helmut Marko said, our main goal is not to win world championships, it's to win the drivers' championship with the young Verstappen. That's what they said, right?
I mean, I don't remember. I mean, to be honest with you, I stopped listening to Helmut Marko like 10 years ago. So I really.
Okay, well, they did. Remember. He did, in fact, say that. He said, like, no, this is it. We've signed this guy real young. Our goal is to get him to be world champion. This is before he was world champion for the first time. Our goal is to get him to a world championship, and we don't really care about the drivers' championship, you know. So I mean, they didn't quite say it that way, but that was the gist of it. And of course, they've done nothing but pour all their money into that car. It turns out, and you know, at the expense of the second car. Yeah. So as long as Verstappen's driving there, I can't see why anybody would want to take that second drive unless they were just a paid driver. Just, you know, that's how that works, I guess. So I guess the best person they could possibly put in the car would be somebody like Hulkenberg, I would say. Anyway, over to you, Lucky. Sorry to keep interrupting you.
Sorry, that's okay. Driver of the day, guys. I'm going to nominate Piastri because he got pole. He led every lap. He got the fastest lap, I think, and also won the race. Versus Hajar for getting his first podium. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to agree with you just because of the sheer dominance that Piastri had the weekend. I would put, you know, I will put definitely Piastri, you know, ahead. Also because of the psychological way that he basically slapped Norris in the face, first in quali, and then by accident, you know, when Norris' car just decided to fuck off and die. So it has to be Piastri. Close seconds, I mean, I would put Hajar and Berman, you know.
Sounds
But I
fair.
mean, there was a lot of good racing drivers. I mean, to be fair, I mean, even Alonso wasn't that bad, despite the position he ended up. Leclerc did a fantastic race. Antonelli, I mean, Antonelli was flying up to the point where he made a mistake. So yeah, I mean, drivers wise, it was really interesting. But those three, I think they have to be ahead.
Okay, Simus?
Yeah, I mean, for me, a typical Zandvoort race, where the top five basically would have finished in those top five positions, so there wouldn't have been any changes had the race run its normal race. The only way people made up positions in that race was basically, or the main way, was basically by people crashing out. So I think whoever gets pole is the driver of the day for me. In this case, Piastri. He
Fair
started
enough.
first, finished first, and so for the top six, but really finishing in their starting position. So yeah, I'm just disappointed with this track. I can't wait for it to be gone. Like we were talking earlier, I thought next year it was gone, but no, it turns out we got to wait till 2027 for it to be gone. So there we are.
Okay, that's fair. Piastri's the man for us this weekend. In that case, of course, we have to mention one other driver before we move on, and that would be, of course, Lance Stroll. And Mike Crack says Lance Stroll is a twat.
Yeah, I think your crack is right on there.
Absolutely. So, Fabio, disaster for Ferrari this weekend. I guess there'll be some mixed feelings in Italy about young Antonelli and his escapades.
Well, I mean, the accident with Antonelli it was a racing accident. I mean, he almost got it. He tried an impossible thing against somebody which had tried an impossible overtake, like 5 laps before, 7 laps before. So I mean, I can't. I mean, I blame Antonelli, but he lost the car. It's not that he kamikazed into Leclerc or something. And again, he had to do what he had to do in that lap because he had the advantage of the tire advantage. Hamilton is wow. I mean, it's just bad. That was a I think one of the stupidest mistake anybody has done in the race on Sunday. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, I think it was. Obviously, he was the first up there, and he definitely went wider than normal anyway. So that didn't help. There was an interesting comment on the radio by Norris just after this happens, as he drives past Hamilton's crash. He said, "Oh, did Hamilton go up high and get caught out by rain on the painted part of the track?" And the engineer came back on the radio and said, "Yeah, it kind of looks that way. We'll check." And he said,
"You have to move your mic because you're voting a little bit." Yeah.
And it was George Russell, by the way. It wasn't Norris.
Norris.
No, it was Norris. He's right. It was Norris. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Is my mic back? Okay.
Try now.
Mic check. Mic check. Check.
Mic. Kinda.
Mic. Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Norris came on the radio and said. Eventually, the guy got back to him and said, "Yeah, it looks that way.
It's bad.
It's bad, is it? Okay, I'm just gonna you carry on with the story, Lucky, and I'll be right back."
Okay, he's gonna be right back. Yeah, he basically asked the engineer what had happened as had Hamilton gone wide onto the painted area. The engineer said yes, to which he replied, "Well, you should have been telling me this." Because it's a make or break sort of position. It was a race winning or race destroying position. You should have told me about. And he wasn't too happy. But I thought it was Russell. But there you go.
No, it was definitely Norris. He's right about that. And I mean, I honestly don't understand why. I mean, he should have said it before. Like, what? I mean, everybody knows you shouldn't go on the painted part, when it's wet and raining. So I don't know what he was expecting. Was he expecting his engineer to say, "Yeah, it's slippery up there"? Yeah, of course it's slippery
Yeah.
up there, as
Well,
always.
yeah,
But
it
yeah,
just seemed
Yeah.
rather obvious.
I think that Norris was just nervous, to steam a little bit because he made a really. I mean, let's be honest, his race was really bland. I know it ended up in that way not because of his fault, but I mean, come on, really, he got passed by Verstappen the first lap. He never even try. He never even got to the point that he was bothering Piastri. Piastri was playing with him, has been playing with him with the old race. He always kept it, 1.1 seconds outside DRS. I think he was super frustrated. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's a couple of things there. Firstly, is my mic all right? First thing.
Yes.
Seems
Thank
all
you.
right, yeah.
Firstly, then, with Norris, I think we discussed this earlier, myself and Lucky, and that first corner allowing Verstappen to get by. I think Verstappen was extremely lucky to make it. Number one, he was risking quite a lot. He actually went off the track a little bit as well.
It was kamikaze. It was
Not
definitely a
completely, but
kamikaze move.
it was like Hail Mary. You know what I mean? This is I'd expect him to do it on the last lap, but not the first lap. But anyway, that's Zandvoort for you. Like we're saying, I don't think there's anything Norwich could have done particularly. And you're right. I think Piastri was playing with him, and the reason he was playing with him is because he didn't want the undercut by A. He didn't want to be undercut, and B. He didn't want Norris to go for the one, whereas he went for two. That's the key thing. So he needed to keep Norris close to him behind, but not so close that he couldn't undercut. And I really think he was playing. And this shows to me two things. Firstly, it shows how good racecraft Piastri has.
Yes.
I mean, he put his car in the right place in the first corner to stop Norris being able to A, get anywhere close to him, and B, to allow Verstappen to get down and get round Norris. Right, I think that was a good positioning by Piastri in the first corner to hold Norris back a little bit and not go through the first corner as best he could, kind of thing, but to compromise Norris's line, and that allowed Verstappen to have a chance at least, and it worked again. Second time it's done, he's done that. Second time it's worked. So it's showing again the driving skills and the race skills of Piastri. And then secondly, the point about the radio and the slippery track with Hamilton going off and then Norris complaining to his engineer that he should have been told goes to show me the lack of great race awareness of Norris. Yeah. And the fact he relies so much on his team because he's just a fast driver. Still, I consider him to be a faster driver. I think he was faster overall in the race than Piastri. But because of the nature of the track and Zandvoort in particular, he couldn't do anything with that extra speed. Every time he fell back, he was easily able to come straight back again. It didn't take him very long to overtake Verstappen, just showing his raw pace. And as I say, he had raw pace the whole weekend. He was the faster driver, except when it counted, of course.
I think that Norris lost the race on mentally. He lost the race on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he dominated all the free 100%. Practices and all the stuff. He was already seeing himself in the front position, in pole position, and he didn't made it. And I think that we're joking on Discord. Me and Samuel said, in McLaren there should be a person right now after the quali. Going in all the places, in the hospitality stuff like that, and take away belts, string shoes, everything that you can use to hang yourself, because I was seriously expecting Norris to get drunk, and not even go at the race.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I say, up until yesterday's race, we had 4 races at Zandvoort, and every time pole position has won. Pole position is key at Zandvoort, probably more as much as Monaco.
No, but I agree. But it always happens like that. Piastri is ahead and Norris is second, and he tries to do something, and every fucking time he can't do anything against Piastri. But most likely than not, the third one fucks him up. So he's just, what the hell am I doing? I can't pass him, but the other people can pass me. So there is, I think.
Yeah, it's not quite that simple, Fabio. Well, so firstly, I think he didn't lose it in that last part of Q3. He lost it in the first part of Q3 on the first run when Piastri got the toe and managed to get a faster time. And I think Norris knew then he was going to have to throw something big at the second run. And the second run just wasn't as fast. Wind direction changed. It was gusty anyway, and that was enough to make the difference. So I do think that he lost it in the first part of Q3, and from then on his head went down, as it does, because he doesn't have the racecraft that Piastri has.
Yeah,
and then secondly, with Piastri in the front, he had no choice. I mean, I don't think letting Verstappen past in this case, as I say. I think that was some really smart driving by Piastri to hold Norris back and allow Verstappen to get a run at him. And Verstappen took it, of course. He took it. I think he did a fantastic job. Hey, Robin, well done. Thank you for coming by.
But Verstappen was going to do that regardless of what Piastri was making. I mean, at the start, listen, if you look at the start, his car was already pointed inside. It was already like this. So it was already trying to do, before the lights came on, it was already trying to do something to Norris. And also, again, listen, I get what you say, but the problem with Norris is just, he just reacts to things. Look at Verstappen. He started with soft tires because fuck it. I have no chances. I'm going to do and try something different. It was probably expecting the rain to come. If the rain came a little bit sooner, that would have been a mega move. But it came a little bit later, so his tires were trashed, and Norris was able to pass him, which, by the way, was the only reason why Norris was able to pass him, because at that time I think Verstappen was lapping 17 point something, like 8 of a half a second, 8 tenths of a second slower than Norris. But again, you're second. That the other guy is already trashed in quali. Try to do a different strategy, but at least try something. You got the car. You're gonna get second anyway, right?
Yeah.
At least try to do something mental to try to attack Piastri.
The only thing he could have done was undercut him or go for one stop, which I was hoping would be the case. But of course, there were so many yellow virtual safety cars. Yellow flags, that wasn't possible to do. So any strategies Norris might have had were taken out of his hands, and it was purely down to restarts. The only thing he could have done, and in hindsight should have done, was come in and put soft tires on for one of those restarts.
Try something, do something.
Yeah.
The second place is yours anyway, okay? Because given the quality of the contenders, that's your position. That is the worst position you can get, unless your engine blows up. But that's not something you can rely on.
Yeah.
So
we won't know if he asked for soft tires and they said no. But McLaren are not the kind of same team as some of the others, which would just go, okay, yeah, we'll give you what you want. So, and the top teams generally don't do that. They say,
Well,
you know,
I mean, we will never know because to be super honest, the problem is that Norris is not is not the type of person to actually go and ask for that. So
agreed.
we'll never know if they would told him no or just okay, let's give it a try. I don't know. We don't know that's
Yeah,
the issue.
absolutely. Well, we won't know.
Yeah.
We won't know. But that was the only chance in hindsight that I could see that he might have had. Other than that, he drove the best race he could. Coming home second would have been a decent result for him in that circumstance. And I think also he said it after the race. He said, "Well, I was driving well. I was fast. I just couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Every time I got close, I wore my tires out. The car started overheating. So nothing I could do. Disappointed not to come home second. But there we go.
Anyway,
Lucky. Any thoughts, Lucky?
I think it's all over, isn't it? Really, poor Norris. That picture you have of poor Norris. I think he's realised that the championship's gone now, and what can he do? All he can do is support his teammate, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
Well, I'm sure he won't be doing that, but yeah. Go ahead, Fabio.
so it's super late, so I think we should pass the thing to Lucky.
100%.
Just give me 10 seconds because there is the news of the week and the thing that as
I
cast.
go for news as well.
Oh well, I don't know if it's the same one, but there is one which has cast a dark shadow on everybody, and it's Cadillac choosing
It's the same
Bottas and Perez. That. I mean, if that doesn't, put a damp on everybody, so next year we're gonna have fucking Bottas again and slow Perez. So yeah, woohoo, yeah, super excited.
Can I just say this explains Bottas and his haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing which is going to be interesting is going to be that that is going to be a team with two people which have played eternal seconds, and they have never shown to be, I mean, nobody was a Rosberg, if you get what I mean. Nobody even tried to get first. I mean, Perez, to be fair, is maybe a little bit more feisty. But anyway, it would be interesting to see what 2 seconds are going to do against each other.
Well, one of the things I will say is Bottas was always close to Hamilton, so I don't think he's a slow driver by any stretch of the imagination. Perez has been out of touch, of course, because not only has he had a year out, but the 2 previous years to that, he was way, way off pace. And as we found out, it's probably because he had, a dodgy car anyway. However, let me just say hi.
Well, listen, close is only good for hand grenades, but
yeah, maybe. And also, like, I do think, they're getting a Ferrari engine next year.
Yeah.
For Cadillac, so that bodes well for being a mid-grade team because it seems like the Ferrari engine is going to be pretty good next year. Although all 3, it seems like they're saying that about all 3 engines. The Honda engine is going to be really good apparently because of the electrics. The Ferrari engine is going to be really good because of the power, and the Mercedes engine is going to be really reliable and powerful.
And it's going to be another Dallara car. So next year we're going to have 4 Italian cars.
4, 6.
Yeah,
6.
I mean, I mean 4. It's going to be 8 actually. So if you count the cars, it's going to be Ferrari. It's going to be Haas. It's going to be Cadillac, and it's going to be Raging Bull.
Raging Bull. I've got a Ferrari engine next year.
Well, no, it's in Faenza. The car is Italian. No.
Oh, the car is. Yeah. I thought they had. Oh, I see what you mean. Not the engine, right? I beg your pardon. Yeah. Well, I'm just so concentrated on the engines there. Yeah. Okay. Lucky, anything you want to finish up with?
That was the news I was going to bring. But
okay.
It'll be nice to see another South American back in the grid, eh?
Yeah, another 30 million to the pot coffers. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Why? I don't know why they chose Perez. Oh yeah, I do. I don't know why they chose Bottas. No, I still don't know why they chose Bottas. Okay, so we'll see what there. Thank you very much, Sandy. Appreciate that. Okay, over to you. And this is a humble section that we're going to call quiz or myth. So get ready for the theme tune. Are you ready for the theme tune, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a quiz, it's a myth, it's a myth, it's a quiz, for a quiz, for a myth, a quiz, and a myth. Quiz and myth. Over to you, Lucky.
Well, it's a bit of both today, actually. First of all, go with the question. And by the way, oh yeah, I tell you what I need to do before we go any further is I just sent a video in whatever Discord is in Discord.
Oh, Discord. I haven't got that open at the moment. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It's a short, and it's not from any sort of channel that's worth worrying about. So I hope we can play that.
Okay.
But today's question, we're going to start off with the question. Formula One Smart Arse of the Day question. It looks like we're going to be having a Australian world champion this year.
Mm-hmm.
The really easy question is, who was the last Australian to win the Formula One World Championship, and what sort of car was he driving? And if you can give me the year, you'll get an even smarter bonus point.
The last Australian. So Webber never won a world championship.
Webber never won.
So it's not Webber, it's not Ricciardo.
Can't be Webber.
No.
Jack Brabham was from New Zealand, so it doesn't count.
I believe so, yeah.
Here's a wee bit of a clue. Jean-Michel Jarre was never his teammate.
Yeah. I got another clue for you. It's written on a pole, and you can stick it up your ass. That's a clue.
Okay, so it's going to be someone like, I can't remember his fucking teammate now.
That was actually a clue that I was giving you.
Yes, I know. I think we both get that it was a clue, but we can't think of it. So, French car.
No. The clue was the clue was to the car.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I'm going through them. I can't think.
It's there. It's not coming up.
Almost popped up there. No.
I'll give you the year. Will the year help?
Yes,
No.
it would help.
It won't help me, but yeah, go ahead.
It was 1980.
Jones?
Oh, you both got it at the same time there.
Yeah.
Exactly the same time.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, what sort of car was you driving though?
A Williams.
Okay, I think we'll give you joint smart arse of the day.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fair. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely fair. It was, of course, Alan Jones in 1980 driving a Williams. He was the last Australian to win the Formula One World Champion.
Wasn't he the only Australian?
No, was there not somebody before him?
No.
He might be the only Australian, having said that. It's like you said, Jack Brabham was from New Zealand, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And McLaren never won. Yeah, he would have been the only. Yeah, you think he would have been the only.
So me pointing out that it was the only Australian, that is the real smart ass.
Well, indeed. You are the extra smart arse today.
Yeah.
Okay. Shame neither of your cars finished the race yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the wee bit of myth we're going to have this week. Are we okay for playing that video, Simos? And without the sound, you can kill the sound on it if you want.
All right. Okay. Can I just be an even more of a smartass?
Yeah, sure.
And say Jack Brabham is in fact an Australian.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Bruce McLaren.
I got it the wrong way around. Yeah, you're absolutely right. McLaren was New Zealand and Brabham was
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So
So what are we
anyway,
doing? We're sharing something here.
you're
Yeah.
both a pair
Okay.
of smart arses. But moving on from that, the 1975 Austrian Grand Prix.
Hmm.
Now, before we start, at that point in time, the two fastest tracks in Formula One were the Österreich
Yeah.
as it was formerly known. The Red Bull Ring, as it was formerly known,
As
and
it is now known.
Silverstone.
Yeah.
They were the two fastest tracks in Formula One, and they had scary speeds. Even by today's standards, they had scary speeds. So, anyway, just before the start of the 1975 Austrian Grand Prix, it started to rain on the far side of the track. It was completely dry at the start finish line, but on the far side of the track, which was much longer in those days, it had started to rain. So the whole of the formed up grid went back into the pits and put on wet tires and reformed. However, the rain came and it rained and it pissed with rain. Various people went out. Mario Andretti amongst them. He went off at the first corner. And James Hunt, who led briefly, his engine started dying because he had water in the electrics and things like that. But one Italian, Vittorio Brambilla, is that right?
Brambilla.
Brambilla, right.
Brambilla.
Brambilla.
Yes.
Eventually won the race. However, does anybody remember what was interesting about the way he won that race? Fabio.
Yeah. He crashed after winning.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, he crashed.
I mean, listen, the clue was in the title of the video. I mean, I wasn't even, what am I going to answer to that? I mean,
Indeed, he did. He crashed after winning, and we're going to see the video of him crashing after.
Okay,
winning.
so which car was he driving?
He was
That would be
driving a
interesting. Yes. Okay.
March. I think it was March's last victory, perhaps. In this race.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're all ready. So here
Okay.
he comes crossing the finishing line, and whoa!
And there you go.
I have to say, no one died in this particular crash that Lucky has decided
No
to
one
show.
died in this particular crash. However,
Okay.
unfortunately, there was a marshal, and if you remember the American racer Mark
geez.
Donahue,
Oh boy. Oh,
they were
boy.
How
both-
does he do
they were
this?
both
He
killed
had to do that.
during
Every time he does this to me.
Jesus
And you
Christ.
think I'm crazy? God damn it.
No.
Death was part of Formula One, I'm afraid, guys. It was reality for them.
It was.
I mean, I haven't even mentioned the fact that this is the starting line of the Manx TT and the Manx GP and the TT, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that behind this wall, and you can see from the grandstand, there is Douglas Cemetery. So I kid you not. So you're starting the race, which is one of the most dangerous races in the world, and somebody get hurt, and if you look right, there's the wall, and then there is the cemetery. It's massive, by the way. So yeah.
And there we go. I think
How was the GP? Tell us about the GP.
It's nice. It's really good.
Okay,
It's really
we're
good.
going to be doing
Man.
we're going to be doing a show on that pretty soon, I should think.
Oh, right.
Probably before. Well, I don't know whether it will be before next week or not, because, of course, next week is the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, and it is actually 1 week away. So we'll probably do it after that, because let's not. We don't want to queer the pitch as it is for Monza. Monza being one of the best races of the year.
Yeah.
That and Silverstone. So we're going to come straight to that. We'll be on next Monday, same time, start 9 o'clock UK time Monday for the Italian Grand Prix. And we're going to leave you now with, of course, the sad news that Norris prefers sitting in the sand dunes alone.
Yeah,
rather
it
than
just
being on the podium.
Yeah, He just knew that Bottas and Perez are going to be racing with him next year.
I liked the comment that somebody on stream made. One of the commentators made, which is, "Oh, this reminds me of Raikkonen sitting beside the track on Monza." So yeah, Monza will be there next week. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you then.